Hello friends, welcome to this first tutorial of C++ versus Python. Today we will learn access specifiers in C++ and Python both. Many of you guys might know already about access specifiers, so we will quickly see the syntax difference between these programming languages. So let's start. Okay, in first slide I request you guys please pause the video and see the basic syntax difference in C++ and Python. So as you know, C++ is compiler based programming language, in Python and is interpreter based programming languages. In Python we don't need to define any data types for variables. In C++ we have to define integer, character, float data types for to allocate the memory for specific value, okay. And in C++ we use curly braces for specific blocks, and in Python we use indent based programming languages, and in C++ we use main function, and in Python if we don't use any indent it will automatically consider as a main, and also we use this type of syntax to consider as a main code, okay. So I request you guys please pause the videos to see this syntax difference if you doesn't know about already this syntax. So yeah, let's start about access specifier. So access specifier is the accessibility of methods of your class. So you can define 3 access specifier based on your requirement. So if you define public access specifier, then you can use your method anywhere from your code. And if you don't define any access specifier in C++, then by default all the member and method will be private, and you can use that member and methods within the class only. And protected is used for inheritance. We will see in next slides. So let's see the public access specifier first. So in C++ by default all the member will be private. So if you don't define any access specifier, so it will be considered as a private, okay. And in Python you don't need to define any access specifier. By default all the members and method will be public. So if you see, you can access that method by creating that object, and if you don't define, if you comment out this part in this access specifier, then this thing will be throw error. So yeah, let's move to the private so you will get better understanding. Yeah, so if you don't define public, so all these things will be private, and even you will not able to create the object of that class because the constructor will be also private. So that will be throw compile time error, okay. So if you see, if you will try to access X member of that class which is outside of that public block, so this is by default private, so it will throw the error. You will not able to access this member. And in Python we can achieve this private functionality using double underscore. However, there is some mechanism that we can use that member with this, okay, object dot underscore class double underscore that private member. So we can say in Python we don't have any mechanism to make anything private in class, okay. Yeah, so let's move forward to protected. I am just going to quickly, okay. In protected, if you see, I have defined y variable using protected member, and here I have inherited the class. So I'll be able to use y in this class test2, which is the child class of this class test1. But I can't use this y member outside of that test2 as well. So only child class can use this member variable. So test2 class is child class of test1, so it can use that y member, but we can't use that y member outside of the scat, I mean in main function as well. We will not able to use that protected member. And in Python we can achieve this protected functionality using underscore, but however we can directly access using this as well. So in Python we don't have any mechanism to make protected member as well. So we can say that Python doesn't support access specifier explicitly. Okay, thanks for investing your time to improve yourself. Thank you guys.